Okay, I am at 121. Oh, by the way, you know that Defense of the Australians tournament is coming to the Dota 2 store?
Yeah, it's already in there.
Yeah. Did you know I'm co-casting that?
Are you? Oh
Yeah.
well. Nice.
I was like, wow.
You're gonna be famous.
I got added by a few Koreans today. They added me like, is it okay if we can add you and spectate your game? Like, you have to have the ticket. Like, oh yeah, we've already got the ticket. I was like, okay.
Well, you don't need me to fucking watch the games.
It was just out of nowhere. They added me. I was like,
I have a lot of people that do that. They like add me, and it's always for like fucking trades and shit. They're always asking for my genuines and my couriers, and I'm
yeah.
like, well, no, no, thank you.
I get that with my Dragon Core and my Timebreaker. It's like people like add me. Actually, I check their Steam profiles. If it's this cost rep or something, I'm like, nah, get lost. I don't want you. Don't want you as a friend. You're just some trader that wants my Dragon Core. Okay, so I'm at 121 on the timer and the replay.
I'm at 123.
Disappointed. Okay, yeah, I'm at 123.
Okay.
So I'm on 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. So I'm 0, yeah. 3, wait, are you ready?
I thought I already pressed it.
I said on 3, why did you press it? Duh.
You said on 0, and then you said 3210, so
Yeah,
I
because I
pressed.
saw the practice countdown so you knew I meant 0.
Okay.
What are you on now?
127. Oh, this is hilarious.
Okay, so on 0 on this count. 3, 2, 1, 0. Damn it, my play button's not working. Shit. Okay, pause again, sorry.
Oh, oh.
I pressed play like 12 times and it didn't do anything. I'm missing like 133.
135.
Stupid play button. I wish it was a hotkey.
Don't accidentally press the backwards 10 seconds.
Okay, on 0 again. 3, 2, 1, 0. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dota Yoshi, and my Dota 2 just crashed. How fantastic.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Oh, that's good.
Not good, that's not fun at all.
I'll go backwards 10 seconds. And another. I'm at 130.
Yeah,
I'll go 120 actually.
I'm at the watch tab.
Start at 1 minute. Because that's like before their second pick.
But why is there a Yellow Mid versus InVidious on the recent games tab? Like 3 minutes ago.
On the what?
On the recent tab in Dota 2, there's a Yellow Mid versus InVidious.
That was probably us.
And it was an all pick game, and neither side won. The guy won, apparently.
What? An
Well,
all pick game.
yeah, it was an all pick, and it got ended in like 3 seconds.
Nope. I don't remember that.
It was, let's see, on InVidious was Sharon, Thermal, Squid, Sig, and SKS Lord. Do you know any of those guys?
No.
Okay, Scumbag Dota 2 is just good enough for the recent games list now. Because I swear Yellowstone Mid definitely doesn't have Yo Mama, Cool Beans, Legend of Evans, Artheon, or Tarzan.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 minute.
I haven't been able to look back at the game yet.
Technical issues are brilliant, aren't they?
I can't believe it just happened that when we finally get the cast going together, it just crashes.
Yeah, that's how fucking Dota works. Valve's like, we want to screw you in every way possible.
So you're 128, right?
1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute. Oh, damn it. Yeah, come up 1 minute. Okay, you good? On 3. Oh, no, on 0. Shit, yeah, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dirty Yoshi, and today I will be doing a replay cast of InVidious eSports up against Yellow Solo Mid. And today, it was a good match from what I've heard, so we're in store for a very, very good match. And so far the game bans on the side of InVidious, we have Darkseer and that Razor being taken out with the Bat Rider being picked up over on Yellow Solo Mid. We have Nature's Prophet OD being banned out with the Nagasine and Gyrocopter picked up. And there we go, we see the Mirana being picked up for InVidious eSports. So far they have one of the strongest, if not the strongest mid heroes of the game. Next, that wasn't banned out as OD does take up that role. Barrett can also be ran in that jungle and farm quite efficiently. You can stack quite well. You can grab a very early Blink Dagger, 9 to 11 minute Blink Dagger or Frost Staff, depending on the route you like to go. Mirana offers a lot of versatility to your team. She can go with that support with her fantastic arrows, her Moonlight Shadow to be able to get your team a temporary smoke, even better than a smoke if you do not get revealed. And her Leap and Starfall allow her for that flash farming and that escape mechanism, so she can be ran in that semi-carry role if so desired by InVidious eSports. Over on the side of Yellow Solo Mid, we have that Nagasine and Gyrocopter. Nagasine is probably one of the top 3 support heroes at the moment. Visage, Nagasine, and most people would like to say Bane, as he's a direct counter to that lifesteal and other BKB heroes, the Alchemist and that. But Nagasine, her Ensnare offers so and Snare and a Song of the Siren offers so much utility to a team. Song of the Siren allows you to either engage or retreat from a fight depending on how it goes. If the side of InVidious eSports decide to pop off a BKB, you can use that Naga Siren ultimate to be able to focus fire that target down. So it offers you a lot of choices in team fights, not to mention her illusions and her wave. Her wave or splash allows a lot of negative armor and a good amount of burst damage into the mid and late. It even scales quite well to the late game. You can push those lanes out. You can even rotate Naga from a support into a semi-carry role if so desired. Gyrocopter, very, very strong early on. If you have a nice support lineup, as they do currently have building up on the side of Yellow Summit with that Naga Siren and Nips Assassin, get in close, pop that Rocket Barrage, and you'll find yourself a kill. Now, his Flat Cannon allows a lot of flash farming and the ability to pick off heroes in a fight quite easily. You attack a creep, you're killing everyone on the side of on the opposition. Nips Assassin, very strong support. That Impale, if you can land that Impale on 3 or more heroes, you are very likely to win that fight. Nips Assassin offers a lot of ganking potential and support. That Vendetta, once he hits that level 6, usually you don't see supports hit level 6 around about 14 minutes, as they're always stacking, trying to lag your free farming carry as much XP and gold as possible. So if they can get an early level 6 on Nips Assassin, maybe even give him the lane for a little bit, maybe rotate him mid if mid's not going too well, pick up an early level 6, you can see him start rotating around the map, getting a lot of kills, XP, and setting up a lot of potential game-winning moments for Yellow Solo Mid. And now we see a Puck. Puck, a lot of versatility, great mid hero. Up against a Bat Rider, Puck has a few escape mechanisms. You have your orb, and then you have that phase shift. Those two allow you to get away from a Bat Rider and his pain in the rear. Flame Break, Firefly, and Napalm stacks, especially that Napalm stacks. If you can get a magic wand though on a Puck, you should be relatively fine. And once you pick up that Dream Call, you can even find yourself a kill in that Bat Rider if that Bat Rider gets a little bit too aggressive. Crystal Maiden is being picked up on the side of InVidious eSports. She is a very squishy hero, but she offers a lot. You have your global minor regen that will help out heroes such as that Bat Rider who's got low cost spells, but he does spam it a lot. Mirana, it will help out her and being able to set up her arrows, Starfall, and maybe a leap to help your movement speed for your allies in that area. Not to mention, Crystal Maiden's got a fantastic slow and her Frostbite, I believe it is Frostbite, which holds them in place and you can just freely kill them. Unfortunately, heroes such as Puck will be able to escape that, or a BKB popped while you're in that frostbitten state, you can just walk on out of there like nothing ever happened. And finally, the Crystal Maiden ultimate. That a very, very strong ability. If heroes are not focusing you down and focus down other main heroes, such as the Batrider, Mirana, or even the Venomancer that is now picked up, Crystal Maiden can sit there, throwing down that freezing field, and it does a lot of damage. It's an underrated skill that does a lot of damage, purely because most of the time Crystal Maiden will be picked up first, as she is extremely squishy. And speaking of that Venomancer, strongest level 1 slow in the game. Probably one of the best skills at level 1 in the game with that Gale. 15 seconds of a slow of 50%. That is just ridiculous. It's unfortunate we don't see Venomancer as much as we used to do back in between TR1 and TR2, as a lot of other heroes have started to take his place. But Venomancer still has a role in this game if you can use him right, if you can allow the very early game ganking potential. Because Venomancer, him combined with anyone at level 1, you will most likely find yourself a kill, purely because Gale is ridiculously strong. And so far, we have a Venomancer and a Crystal Maiden Mirana. These are typically 3 supports, so it will be interesting to see who they will want to run as a semi-carry position. You can run either the Mirana or that Venomancer into the semi-carry role. You generally, however, do not see them ran as your true carry position, as Venomancer, his poisons, they start to wear off mid-game. Once heroes such as the Gyrocopter start picking up their BKB, you can't do next to any damage with Venomancer. I mean, his Gale is absolutely ridiculous, and not to mention his Poison Nova. If you can get your Poison Nova off in a fight, it will tick down heroes so unbelievably strong for 15 seconds at level 3. Heroes will just have a pain time trying to deal with all the poisons slowly ticking down. And if you pick up an Aghanim Scepter, instead of doing your original 81 damage, you can do 108 damage per second for 16 seconds. That is 1600 plus worth of damage you can do to heroes, and it's ridiculous. You get in there, you pop that off. It doesn't matter if you die, because they're gonna have to. You draw out the fight long enough for the rest of your team to clean up heroes, and your Gale can even pick it up. You pop your Venomous, you pop your Poison Nova and Gale at the same time. Heroes are gonna die afterwards, but that's if the Venomancer runs the semi-carry and gets that Aghanim Scepter. It's a very strong if. And now, if we do want to have a little look back to all the bans that have been taken out in InVidious eSports, and taking out that Weave, that Abaddon, and that Timbersaw, very strong support heroes, and Timbersaw, not to mention, a very strong off-lane or mid-hero. And so far, Yellowstone, they haven't got their off-laner. They will now pick up an Elder Titan. So now we're finally seeing some very interesting picks coming back into the Captain's mode. Elder Titan hasn't been ran much. The 2 main heroes that have been recently added in that Captain's mode, usually you see, will be that's Husker, not Husker, I'm trying to think of his name. Oh my god, mental blank. The Centaur Rule Runner is one hero you see very rarely in Elder Titan. The other 2 heroes, the Troll Warlord, is one of the heroes you do see more often because he does have that global attack speed. And that final Captain's Mode hero, which is still eluding my brain, is also gets picked up a fair bit. And there's the lifesteal pickup. So now we see the true carry that's up in the biggest esports. We will like to see who they will run as that semi-carry role. But Elder Titan, he's going to be very, very interesting. If he can set people up with a sleep, or even have Puck with a Dream Coil, you can set up Elder Titan to do an instant 35% max HP damage, and that is a lot of damage. No matter who you are, lifesteal, any Batrider, it also pulls them in towards the center of the crack, allowing such abilities such as your Gyrocopter's cooldown, Puck to go through, the Impale. It's a very strong ability. We will see how it runs off, and not to mention his passive natural aura. It basically negates all magic, not all magic armor, all base armor. It's 100% base armor reduction, and that makes heroes very, very squishy early on into the game. And we will see how they want to be used. And to introduce the teams over on the side of Yellow Solo Mid, we have Royalty. The team captain for Yellow Solo Mid will be ran on that Elder Titan. Knucklehead will be ran down on the Naga side. Following him will be Puddinghead on that next assassin. One walked on that Gyrocopter, and Nevd will be on that punt. Also formerly known as Navadi. Over on the side of InVidious eSports, we have the captain of Meepo Picker on that lifesteal. You got Bo1 on that Crystal Maiden. He's following his support of, I'm going to guess, Bloodlock or the Eternal Triangle. One of those 2 will be his fellow support, and the other one will be ran as that semi-carry position. That will be revealed later on as we get into the landing phase. And finally, the Love is Pain will be playing this Batrider. In both teams, we do see having an aggressive trialing coming out by InVidious eSports, and this is what you want to see. You have such a strong level 1 team with the Venomenter, you want aggression against heroes from Yellow Sun. Try and shut down one walk as early as possible and make it harder for him to recover during this mid to late game. In this mid lane, however, Navadi, or Nevd I should say, against Love is Pain, it's going to be a close game. We will see who comes out mid, and whoever gets their Blink Dagger first will start the aggression not only for their side, the ability to possibly cause a snowball, because Blink Dagger on either of those two heroes is a very strong utility item being able to pick up, and allows such a great initiation, especially on that Barrett. If you can get in there, grab a hero, pull him out, and kill him off, such as one walk on that gyrocopter, you can win a fight before it even starts. However, Puck can get in there, silence, Dreamcoat, and just wreak havoc amongst the team. So two very, very key heroes in this game, and we will see how they decide, or how the laning phase will play out for those two heroes. But the bottom line, this is where the interesting stuff will be happening. This is where the aggression and where the game could be won and lost, is this bottom lane precisely. I mean, at top lane you have Meepo Picker on that last tier who will be free farming, who's trading hits with Roydsy. Roydsy doing a lot of damage purely because he's hitting for 55 against, actually Lifesteal hits for 65. What am I talking about? So Lifesteal actually doing a lot more damage to him there, but Roydsy doesn't care, he's still getting in there, throwing those auto attacks out and about. But as I said, this bottom lane, it's going to come all down to these 6 heroes on this map. Nice counter ward coming out on the side of Yoso, they've been able to get rid of an instant observation. However, InVidious aren't going to have any of those shenanigans, going to get rid of that. They still have a nice ward placed to stop that creep camp being pulled, and this is going to shut down XP for these supports, and that's going to hurt Yellow Solomon quite a lot, especially on 2 supports that desperately need it. You have Puddinghead, who wants that Vendetta as early as possible, and Knucklehead, who wants that Soul Siren to be able to protect not only his carry, to be able to initiate, so set up cooldown, and be able to win these fights, let alone stay alive. So it's going to be very, very harsh for these supports on the side of Yellow Solomon. However, InVidious, they are sharing the XP around between heroes. The Eternal Triangle will be ran into the semi-carry role, as she does have level 2, and the 2 supports of InVidious have been allowing that XP growth on that Murano. I mean, this is your wise move. Eternal Triangle has that ability to semi-carry, better than what I say a Venomancer can. I mean, you can pub stop easy with Venomancer, but you don't. This isn't a pub stop. This is a true, full-blown match between 2 teams that want to win. This pride on the line, and you never want to lose that pride. So, if we do want to have a little look at the loss that's so far in the game, you have your Batrider. He is sitting on 8 for 1 against the Pucks 6 for 1, now 9 for 1. So Batrider is able to come out on top so far in this middle lane. It's not substantial as he hasn't been able to get those denies off and running. If he had a few more denies, it would be a clear victory so far in 2.5 minutes, and then it doesn't seem like much, but if you can keep that pace up throughout the middle phase, it does come out to 1, maybe 2 levels, and that will cost you a death later on if you don't have those levels and abilities to be able to escape. So Puck will be picking up that rune. Actually, there's initiation up on top. We have the open wounds and a few auto attacks coming out to Roydsy. Not gonna happen. Roydsy just walks on out of there. He is a little bit tanky for Lifesteal, but Lifesteal does more damage the more health you have, and more Lifesteal, which is very, very sexy for a Lifesteal going up against those bigger heroes such as that Elder Titan. And on the down bottom we have a rocket coming out just to scare off Eternal Triangle. If he'd stayed around a little bit longer, we possibly could have seen the first death in the game. Eternal Triangle does have that jump, but that jump doesn't always secure victory. And I believe, I'm not quite sure, but I believe if you do get stunned in that jump, you will get caught into place. There's a few other heroes that if you're in that leaping motion, you get stunned, you will be caught into that singular place and you won't land where you should have landed. And I believe Mirana is one of those heroes, which is unfortunate for Mirana, but it's great for other heroes trying to lock her down. So now we go into this little bit farming stage. A little bit surprised not seeing InVidious try and throw out a little bit of aggression. Actually, we've seen Impale coming out onto Boulevard Rocket. Gale's been turned around onto one walk just to slow him down. They've got the net coming out. Knucklehead walks in doing a lot of damage. They're auto attacking Knucklehead down, and one walk pops off that rock brush. Not going to hit any heroes. He's going to start throwing out the black cannon. Get a few creep kills, do a little bit more damage to the Eternal Triangle. It almost cancels the salve and both clarities onto the first point. Whereas in mid lane, however, Lover's Pain is going in on Navadi. He's not going to be able to find that kill on Navadi. On Nevd, he's going to kill me if he watches this. He absolutely hates to be called him Nevd in top lane. We might see the first blood. Royce is going for the final one attack, and he gets it. We see a very over-aggressive style coming out by Meepo Picker going against Royzy, and Royzy says, I don't want any of that. He's got his passive armor leveled up, and he's hitting for almost full 66 damage on top of that lifesteal, and he will be shut down. Yellow Soul Emitter, gotta absolutely love that, especially onto such a hero that shouldn't lose that lane. Lover's Pain is rotating behind. Gonna start throwing up those naples stack. Royds is gonna be in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have sleep. Lover's Pain's trying to fight him. He's gonna pop that napalm stack, and the Firefly will pick him off. So Lover's Pain is gonna find a kill for InVidious. Return around kill, however, all that gold that Royzy did earn from that solo kill and first blood on top of that lifesteal will be safe gold, so he will not lose it in that death. But he's going to be quite happy. A support hero such as that Elder Titan or that Initiative, however you want to talk about him, is a lot better trade to kill that lifesteal than even just losing your life to a Batrider. If we want to have a little look at that Batrider, however, he's on his way to that point deck. He's up 700 gold, another 1400 gold, and he will get it. He's easily 1300 gold ahead of the Puck. Puck is sitting a little bit higher than the ball. Puck is also missing out on quite a few creep kills. So Batrider is doing quite well in that middle, being able to pick up a kill. And speaking of that Batrider, he's TP bottom, he's smoked up, he's got his lasso up and running, and he's going to be looking for a kill. Will he be able to find it? The side of InVidious, we'll see a nice arrow come out by the Eternal Striker. Do we see the initiation? Nice impale land on the 2 heroes. Arrow does land, and then Lover's Pain, he's coming in. He's going to grab the Nagasara. I do not think that's who he should be grabbing. We do see Crystal Man, it does fall to Knucklehead, and then the Flame Break pushes Knucklehead in to get that final order pack. 2 for 2 so far. Lover's Pain up against Knucklehead. Will Knucklehead be out? He's just got a TP out. Very nice move. Will he be able to get out? No, he doesn't. Eternal Triangle will pick up that kill. So it's a 2 for 3 trade. Yeah, InVidious eSports coming out ahead. However, they did lose. Murata stayed alive, that's all that matters. So, in the end, they came out easily on top. Unfortunately, one walked. He did have to TP. He did take a fall. He didn't find himself any kills in that fight. So he's going to be a little bit behind the 8 ball, and that's going to hurt him and his farm. But up against the lifesteal, they're roughly the same. If you want to have a look at the net worth, the Gyrocopter is doing better, as he has been getting a better farm than that lifesteal, which is a little bit strange because, I mean, lifesteal on this Meepo picker, he is all alone up against an Elder Titan, a guy you do not believe you would lose to. I mean, he is strong. He does have that very, very strong astral spirit that even if he throws it down and misses, it will chase you down. It's also very useful for scouting, walking around the map, getting every hero in their path, and once you have that sleep up and running, you can also sleep with your ancestral spirit without putting yourself in too much danger. So it's a nice ability, but when it comes to the laning phase, usually you can't beat a lifesteal. He can harass you out with a lot of lifesteal and damage you can pull. And not to mention, he can farm quite easily. And actually, I missed the kill in middle, which is a little bit unfortunate. Puck with that double damage being held by Knucklehead, but it looks like Knucklehead didn't even do anything. He's got full mana, so Nevd being able to find a solo kill on that Batrider. As I said earlier, if that Batrider gets overly aggressive, purely because he's a Batrider, he will find himself dead. And so he was taken advantage of by Nevd. They will pick up a kill themselves, and Nevd's going to do a fair bit of damage with this double damage on that mid-lane tower. And down on bottom lane, we're still in this passive moment. I don't feel this is right from InVidious eSports. They have a Venomancer. Venomancer, he starts to exponentially fall off later in the game because his poisons become less use. I really feel as if they should be trying to be as aggressive as possible, especially with the Gale. Get that Gale off, start chasing down heroes. I mean, look at that. Bo1, he throws down his Crystal Nova. That's one sword top. If you can get a Venomous Gale straight after that, you can chase him down and kill him. These heroes, InVidious, they should know roughly where these supports are. I mean, it is nighttime, and we do have one hero of Puddinghead sitting behind the 8 ball, and you would expect there's a hero trying to stack in the backlines. You do have it warded once, but you should know there's a singular camp, and that the camp's not coming. The arrow, however, will land on one walk. He's going to be in a lot of trouble. It's a 3-second stun. Gale lands with the 2 heroes. There goes the Starfall, and now Puddinghead. He's in a lot of trouble, but you have Knucklehead. Can he be able to save it? He can't get the knife. That's a double kill going up on top of that Mirana, and he's still going for more. He's got an arrow up in 1 second. Will the arrow land? TP spot coming in by the Puck, and there goes the aggression of InVidious eSports. They pick up 2 kills, and that is fantastic. You have another TP coming in by Royzy. Will he be able to turn his fight around? And then Bo1, he's taking a lot of damage. He gets the great invisible coming up by Eternal Triangle, but there's the Astral Spirit and that splash coming out by Knucklehead, being able to pick up that very, very squishy Crystal Maiden. So they do get a little turnaround kill, and it looks like they will be pushing this tower with a double creep wave from, I believe it was Puddinghead who, or Yeah, it was putting head. We did do that stack, so now they're pushing the tower. They're going to be able to do a fair bit of damage. And InVidious, they're not going to be able to do too much here. They have a TP scope coming by Bo1. He's not really that high level. He gets hit by the Astral Spirit coming back. Here comes an aggressive TP coming for the Batrider. He wants to be able to pull something off here. And now we see a very late Midas coming out on top of this Nepo picker. Usually for Midas players, if you're an Alchemist, you want 5 to 5.5 minutes is your average time. And for most heroes other than an Alchemist, 6 to 7 minutes would be your ideal timing. But 9.5, you've missed out on 2 uses of that Midas if when it's a 9.5 minute mark, and that hurts a lot. That's 2 times 180 gold. That's 360 gold that you're gonna miss out on. Not to mention 3 times XP, which is very, very juicy, which can be a level and a half, especially at this stage of the game. But that doesn't mean it's not going to pay off later in the game. As long as it's before that 10-minute mark, it will be useful, just not as useful as if you had it a little bit earlier with those extra charges. So now we should start seeing that lifesteal be able to catch back up and farm. At the moment, though, they have the Mirana on the Eternal Triangle, who's playing very, very well. He's sitting on 3.7k. He's the highest net worth in the game. You have Puck being played by Nevdi. He is 3.6, but you expect that from a mid hero up against a Batrider who hasn't had the best, but he has been roaming around, and that's what all you can expect and all you want from a Batrider. We have initiation coming from Nevdi. Silence goes out, Astral Spirit. There goes the orb, and there's the death onto Lover's Pain. So once again, getting a little bit out of position, especially for a Batrider. Cooldown being popped on top of Nepo Picky. They're chasing in on top of him. Rocket Approach is being popped, but none of the damage. Knockout doing a lot. There's the Starfall. There's the Frostbite being pulled on Knockout. Now he's going to see the retreat from Yellow Summon. Gale lands onto 2 heroes. Very nice, Gale. You're going to be chasing down one more. One more's going to be hit one more time, and he will fall short. There's nothing you can do, especially with that Orb of Venom up on the Venomancer. And now we will see the second kill of Venomancer being killed on that Nyx Assassin. And now Royalty, he's chasing down Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden's going to get out of there. So they've only lost the Batrider, and that was in mid lane. We will see Crystal Maiden slowly fall to that Puck, so a nice turnaround from that Puck coming in out of the middle of nowhere. Royalty's going to get lassoed, pulled into the tower, Gale, and now Royalty's gone. There's nothing you can do about that. And that's a very nice fight from InVidious eSports there. They only lost your Venomancer and Crystal Maiden, but they did find kills on the Elder Titan, Nyx Assassin, and Gyrocopter. And also, oh no, Knucklehead did get out of there, but it's a very nice trade for InVidious. And not to mention, your lifesteal. He got to sit around, pick up some XP. He didn't find himself a kill. I believe he did find himself an assist, and that's all that really matters in the end. As long as you start getting some levels on that Nepo picker, he'll become very strong. Get his rage up and running. I mean, it's only level 2 at the moment. That's 4 seconds of BKB, which is fantastic by its own right. But 6 seconds is just that much better. And what I want to point out, Bloodrock, what a scumbag. Picking up an Orb of Venom on a Venomancer. That's one of the dirtiest things you can do. I mean, it works, but I'm going to call you out, Bloodrock, you dirty, dirty player. I mean, it's a fantastic item. Orb of Venom allows your Poison Sting. It doesn't negate your Poison Sting, so you have 2 DOTs over time. Actually, I'll get back to that as we have a little bit of initiation on top of the Nevdi. Lover's Pain is stuck on the cliff for another 15 seconds until you get that Firefly. And now, Knucklehead. He's going to throw his ward up here. He's going to check out the situation. Actually, they can see him because of the Astral Spirit. Nevdi pops up there and finishes off that Batrider. Now he's stuck and he has his Blink Dagger. That's a 12.5 minute Blink Dagger by that Puck. And this is going to be extremely beneficial. As I said at the start, whichever mid hero can pick up that Blink will start the fighting for their team. And since Batrider, he's only at 1700 gold, and from those few deaths, it's going to be hurting him a lot. Smoke up by Yellow Summon. They're coming around through this river, rotating in behind this tower, and we could see Bloodrock falling very, very fast right here. They're going to rotate in. They're going to sandwich poor Venomancer, and now there goes the ensnare. Few auto attacks, even an orb to throw him out, peel him down. They should be able to pick up this tier 1 tower pretty easy once this creep wave eventually gets here, if it wants to get here, that is. But as I was saying, Nevdi, that Blink Dagger, he's going to start creating more players than poor old Love is Pain. I mean, once he gets that Blink Dagger up and running, he's going to be doing a lot for his team, but until then, he's going to have to try and Firefly in from sneaky advantage positions. If he can't, he's not going to be able to do anything. However, you have Mirana's Shadowfall. It has been popped. Or I should say Moonlight Shadow. The tower is going down. Bloodrock isn't going to be receiving that benefit. He came in late. Arrow is going to miss on that one walk. So one walk, luckily, going to be able to get out of there. Because like if that arrow hit, he was one dead Gyrocopter. But Love is Pain, he's coming in. He's not going to be able to latch on that lasso. He backed off at the wrong moment. He could have got that lasso on. He was just in moment. He could have even thrown out that Flame Break to cancel that Blue Flame with cooldown and be able to pick up that puck. Not going to be the case. They will get the deny. So there is at least one beneficial thing coming out of that team fight down bottom. If we do want to have a little look at the net worth of the game so far, Puck. Puck has taken the lead. Nevdi playing very well. He's now just bought himself a haste. Looking to go down bottom and find himself a kill. You have Marana, Lifesteal, and that Batrider bringing up the next 3 positions. So you have the semi-carry and carry of InVidious being doing their roles quite well. Gyrocopter, he's the carrier of Yellow Mid, and he's not doing good at all. He's sitting only at 3k gold. We have an initiation coming to Nevdi. He blinks in, silences Dream Call, finds a double kill. Who needs teammates if you can jump in there and pick out the rest of the team? And now, the Eternal Triangle, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. He may even have to give up this tier 2 tower. If, once again, this creep wave ever gets here, not going to be the case. Yellow Mid will decide to go on. Yes, they will. They're turning back around. Nevdi's going to rotate mid, and this is nice what they're doing. They're putting head on this next assassin, has been allowed that free farm middle lane for a few minutes now, picked up his level 6, he's even level 7, so he has 4 points in that impale. That's a 2.7 second stun with a Vendetta available to him. He's picked up a level 6 a lot earlier than you see most supports. I mean, he's not the highest level support in the game. You have your Nagasari, who is the highest level support in this game. But Nagasari's been playing quite well and has been able to pick up those kills and be able to survive those team fights. Look at these 3 for 1. So you kind of expect him to be that high, but he's going to make some difference, but Pudding Head will be the very strong difference maker out of the supports currently in this game, unless this Crystal Maiden can start pulling off some big players. But Crystal Maiden, she is an early game hero. She does offer a lot to your side, but she's squishy, and that's all she is. Throughout the entire game, look to see Crystal Maiden dying a lot. It's unfortunate to say, but she's baked to any hero. And as you can see already in the game, she is 0 for 3. She's got 5 assists, and that's all you ask for from a Crystal Maiden. But she will be very, very squishy. An arrow being scouted out onto Roshan. Roshan's just not going to have any of that. And now, Pudding Head. Vendetta is up and running. He's going to be scouting for a kill. He will see Lover's Pain rotating through his jungle. He's got only another 15 seconds. Daylight Vision spots out Lover's Pain, but he's not going to be able to reach it in time. Luckily for InVidious eSports, they have been calling, even though they don't have any vision on the map, they see where heroes are. They've seen 4 heroes mid, and they see no Nyx Assassin. So you expect that Nyx Assassin to be up in that Vendetta form, rotating around trying to find those kills, look through that jungle. And now we do have a ward coming up from Bo1 down on that bottom river. So now they have some vision on the map, and this is what they need. At the moment, Yellow Mid, all they're going to be looking forward to is rotating around finding kills. It's InVidious eSports to do that job, but because they've had this not a very strong start, as I'd like to say, from a very aggressive trial as they had. So Yellow Mid have taken over that role. They're going to be pushing towers down fast. So far, InVidious eSports, they haven't got a single tower. Lifesteal, he hasn't rotated from top lane, and he's still working on his armor. I mean, this isn't a bad choice, but if you're by yourself in top lane, you expect at least to do some damage to this tier 1 tower up top. One Walk's going to come up top, and if Lifesteal really wanted to come out and probably find a kill on One Walk. One Walk does have phase boots against Power Tread's Lifesteal, but if One Walk is this far up, an open wounds and a few auto attacks and then Vest could easily be enough to pick out One Walk. But Meepo Picker, he's got doubts in his mind. He is level 11, almost at level 12, and One Walk is only 8.5. So, here we go. Actually, Meepo Picker, he's decided he will come back around. He's standing there. He may be calling for some support, but I really feel as if he could have found a kill himself. Now, Pudding Head is here. Pudding Head's going to spot out that Meepo Picker, and, well, there goes Meepo Picker. He's not going to be able to do anything. And that was a misplay coming out by Meepo Picker. He could have went in there, found a kill onto that One Walk. They did know those heroes very in that middle at that start. However, we got that Moonlight Shadow. Meepo Picker's walking in there. One more. He's in a lot of trouble. Open Wounds comes out. Few auto attack. Vendetta's coming through. Pudding Head lands onto the Eternal Triangle. Nice and power trying to keep his hero alive. But he does creep block. There goes the Venom Scale. Nice ultimate coming out on the side of Elder Titan. Fantastic Earth Split. There goes the left side. Pulled it back in. But a counter Soul of the Siren. Anti-fun to the extreme. They're going to turn it back around. Now Splash not doing any damage. There goes Drew Call. All coming flying through. Pudding Head will fall to Meepo Picker. Actually, the Batrider and the Nevdi's jumping on the tower. He takes the infest to the face. Meepo Picker's looking for the kill. He's got that open wounds up in a few seconds though. Arrow is not going to miss. Open wounds. Blink on out of there. Crystal Maiden's going to come in. Will he be able to find the kill on Nevdi? He does get it out. Will he be able to blink out? No, he won't. His face is only level 3. If it was level 4, he would have gotten out of there. And now One Walk, he's turning back around. Auto attacks landed on Bullby. Bullby's not being able to pop those Tranquil Boots. The rockets come through onto that Meepo Picker. Meepo Picker will get hurt, but that's not the target at the moment. One Walk could have died on the tower, not near the Astral Spirit will pick up the kill. So an exciting, aggressive game plan for both teams, not trying to give up any kills on the map. Nice TPs. However, I feel as all of that would have been avoided if Meepo Picker came in a little bit early and picked off one walk by himself before the next assassin got up here, as he was walking into the lane and would not have liked to have TP'd. However, in the end, they did find a kill on Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter got back in the lane. However, he's 0 for 4. He hasn't been able to find a kill himself, and that is just, that's hurting him bad. He's the lowest hero in the game that's not a support, and that's not going to look good into this middle game when you want some bigger items to be able to dish out the damage with the flat cannon. However, putting heads rotating from behind, nice TP support coming in. They see the TP support. Will Bloodlock be able to land that Gale? Nope, he attacks the creep, but he wasn't in range anyway. And it looks like, Somid, they may want to turn this around. However, Roydsy, he has no mana to be able to pop his Earth Splitter and any follow-up moves. So it would be wise. However, he just got a little bit mined up from putting in head. You do have Nevdi, he's rotating in behind. He's got to be looking for an easy kill on Boulevard. He jumps in, he throws out that Wandering Ring. He jumps in, nice Gale coming out by Bloodlock. We see a nice orc going past the tower, not where they expected. Earth Splitter absolutely whiffs. Collapse being popped onto a sleep. Meepo Picker, he will pop that rage. He's going to start walking on out. Do they have enough damage? Nice arrow to put in there. They're ripping him apart. We see a nice Moonlight Shadow coming out. And then we see the death of Meepo Picker. We see a lasso coming out. One walk's trying to. He's not taking any damage. He's just going to walk in and Neptune's jumping back in. He gets a second kill in this team fight. And now, Lover's Pain. He's still got that shit Moonlight Shadow. He's going to fly up into the outer bounds region and blink and TP. Nothing Neptune can do about it. And he's just going to be sitting around. He's going to throw that orb just in case there was not a TP available. And now he's going to get himself trapped. He's still looking for that possibility of a kill. He's not going to be able to find it into that forest. And Somid, they take the trade, they come out on top. And now they're effectively back in this game. As I just sneeze my lungs out. God damn it, dust in my room. And now, this is a fairly even game if you want to have a little difference in gold earned so far in the game. It is just under 15 gold, so it's basically negligible at this stage of the game, and the XP is only 1,000, which is a little bit strange. As InVidious eSports, they have not a single tower in the game. That just shows you how well they've been able to follow up these creeps, not to mention the last two that him and his miners have been able to keep him up in terms of the XP and gold. Also, since he hasn't really left that top lane at all, and once again, he is rotating back to the top lane. I'd like to see InVidious eSports possibly smoke up, start looking for some kills. However, we've got the Blink Taker up on Lover's Pain. He jumps in, grabs Nevdi. Nevdi throws out that way and Rip will be able to get on there. Will that Venom Scout tick? No, it won't. It will tick off onto that firefight. He's going to try and get out of there, but he will tick off to his demise. We see the Southern Sun being popped on Knucklehead. Knucklehead, will they be trying to turn this around? The Batrider will find a kill on. Actually, that came up a little bit late. Scumbag replay. However, Rosie will be throwing up that stun and they will disengage. Now, that was nice by InVidious. They found the early kill. Crystal Maiden apparently died in that fight. Poor Crystal Maiden. She's just going to be food for the rest of the game for measly 1,400 net worth. She does have at least triple boots and a gauntlet to her name, so I'll give her one extra attack from a ranged creep. But yeah, I'd like to see some smoke up coming from InVidious. They have such an aggressive style of being able to catch heroes off. I mean, all your heroes are able to gank quite well. You have your Lifestealer, he's got the Infest, jump that in with a Batrider, you can find kills quite easy. He's now level 16. He's got level 3 of Infest. I really feel as if they need to start trying to find kills around this map. You have Venomancer. He's slowly becoming a little bit negligible or negated later in this game. Once Gyrocopter, he does have his BKB up now. He finished BKB, so no damage coming out from Venomancer, no damage coming out by Crystal Maiden. And even Mirana's going to take a hit to that damage count. And they're going to have to rely heavily onto that lifesteal and auto attacks coming out from Mirana. You do have that lasso that will be able to hold him for 3 seconds, but against a 10-second BKB, that's not going to do too much. It will be unless you have that lifesteal in that fight. And by the looks of it at the moment, Meepo Picker, he just wants to farm. He's working towards his. I'm going to guess he's going to start working towards his Helmet of the Dominator and turn that into Satanic later on in that game. Satanic is such a fantastic item. And then middle lane, actually, Nevdi jumps in on Bloodlock and instantly picks him off as if he was a little worm on the end of a fishing hook, and Nevdi picks him up as bait. So now they're going to be moving towards this mid lane tower. There's not too much InVidious can do about this here. They are missing Venomax. Actually, we're going to blink in onto Nevdi. Moonlight Shadow, and now he's chasing him in. He's going to take a lot of damage. Nice face and Earth Splitter. He's onto 2 heroes, and then there goes the Batrider will fall quite easily, and now one will. His BKB is popped, but for one, at what cost? That's going to hurt them a lot. But in this game, they did lose 3 heroes, and we do have Meepo Picker here. He is finally into the fight, but he can't defend this by himself. It really needs to be infested onto that Batrider, get in there and start wreaking havoc against the support heroes. Start wreaking havoc against that Nick's assassin, not Meepo, and against Knucklehead. If you take those 2 heroes down as a lifestealer, the rest of your team can deal with the rest, or even just kite them around until you've got them. Nice arrow coming in, lands onto Knucklehead underneath the tower. Tower is going to be scumbag and attack Royalty instead, so nice tower aggro coming out. They will pick up that tier 2 tower impale coming out. Land onto 2 heroes. Blood will survive. No, he will not. Splash coming through. And now they're going to turn Drinker. It is Puck by the Eternal Striker. There's Puck. Puck finishes them off. And now they take a commanding lead into this game. 23 for 16. 4 towers ahead. And now look at that gold graph. It's going to skyrocket into oblivion. There are now 5.5, possibly 6k gold ahead. The XP graph is also following that nature. Lover's Pain's going to jump in with that blink dagger. He does have support. Unfortunately, Meepo Picker did not have his rage up and running, and he's going to get out of there, so that last is not going to be full effect. But Meepo Picker is ripping through Nagasari. Nagasari pops those solutions. He's going to get on out of there. So very nice play. Knucklehead, however, will get frostbitten and will fall. But that's a reasonable trade. Get in a tier 2, get in a few carries, and only losing 1 hero. Nice TP coming out by 1 walk. Yellow Soul mid. They are doing very, very well in this game so far. And that's purely because they are able, I wouldn't say they've been able to get the farm. I mean, Puck, it all comes down to Puck. Puck has been in every one of these fights, being able to turn everything around. That silence and damage output of Nevdi has just been brilliant, to say the least. I was almost going to say abysmal, but I was like, that's completely the absolute wrong word to use in this situation. But I feel as if InVidious, they've kind of let them into this position. I mean, they've got a fantastic stack, actually, down here for Meepo Pick, and their entire team trying to farm this up. The orb's being thrown out into Roshan, just checking that Roshan pit, as they're all missing off that map. And also, fantastic warding, I want to mention, by Yellow Summit. They've got a very nice 2 wards protecting that top rune. They can watch any rotation for that map. They've got Invisible, they've got a red ward in the middle, or that sentry ward, in case any smoke gangs come through. Actually, we have an initiation. Arrow come through. Nevdi's just got a full Earthsplit's going to land on the only one hero. Bloodrock will fall to that Vendetta. Nice impale. Will he be able to burst it down in time? No, he won't. They do have a sentry ward if they want to turn back around the Eternal Triangle. And now, Yosemite, they're on the run. Nice sleep coming out by Rosie. They're going to set him up with a cooldown. The cooldown and snare will allow for that disengage for Yosemite. I reckon they could have turned that back around and done a lot of damage, as their entire side, except for 1 walk, was up to full health. He did have that BKB charge, so he would have taken too much damage unless that lifesteal was there for him. But an easy ensnare and a little bit of kiting would have been enough to take down Meepo Picker. So, Yosemite not effectively doing it as well as they could then, but they do shut down a little bit of this farming on this ancient camp, which I have to give to InVidious. Was a fantastic 3, maybe 4 stacked camp, and that will help them try and get back in this game. As you see, if that gold and XP graph does dip back down, as they did get quite a lot of damage there, and they did pick up a kill on that Puck. The Puck being that level 16 is quite nice going to the rest of your team. And now, Yellow Summit. They're not looking to give this up here. They've got the advantage. They're looking to continue to enforce it, and they're looking to go to this tier 2 tower. They have all their heroes rotating in. Puck's TP down. He's going to be bringing up the rear. Dreamcoil off in 9 seconds. And now, we've got the 4 stuff off from Batrider. Whatever hero he grabs, he should be able to effectively pull them completely out of position. We have a point coming in from this TP coming in. He's going to jump in. Will he be able to? No, he will blink it instantly back. He doesn't want to risk it. I believe he could have jumped in on the grab that pudding head and pulled him out of the fight. They can get this pudding head or even Royalty out of the fight early on. It's going to be very tough. However, if you don't grab Nevdi either, you'll be able to get there and silence your entire team. And InVidious, they rely heavily on spells. You have your Moonlight Shadow, Arrow, Crystal Maiden, who's squishy if she can't cast at least 1 spell. She's squishy nevertheless, actually. And Bloodrock, he's all poisons. If he's silenced, he's not going to be able to do too much there. And now, actually, they're going to jump in on Meepo Picker. Meepo Picker, completely out of position. Arrow is going to land on Pudding Head, but he did have his character sucked, so it's going to turn that back around. 1 more, taking a lot of damage. The lifesteal coming out by Meepo Picker, enough to be able to turn that back around. Cooldown will take the kill. The Earth Splitter landed onto 2 heroes. Bloodrock gets hit in the middle of nowhere, and we will see the death of Eternal Triangle on plane on that Marana. Lover's Pain trying to get out of there, he gets stunned by that Carapace, and now Squishy Bait is now killed off that backline, so she will melt to that Firefly and burst damage coming from that Nagasari. And now, they should be able to get this tier 2 tower without too much problem. You have Bloodhawk, he is in that base, retreated as he did take very deadly damage in that last fight. Lover's Pain, however, he doesn't want to give this tower up quite easy, but it will go down. TP from Puddinhead going top. We will see how he wants to build these Puddinhead. We might see a Dagon coming out and get that faster burst damage. We might see Mechanism, however. Actually, no, we have a Mechanism up on the Elder Titan, and that's helping sustain these pushes. So it's a very nice Mechanism up and running. Do we have a mech currently on the side of InVidious? We currently do not. I mean, Crystal Maiden, she's too squishy to get it, and she dies too often to be able to pick up that Mechanism. So you rely on your Venomancer or your Mirana, but Mirana is going for your semi-carry build. So this is going to also hurt InVidious in this early mid-game, possibly even late game. They do not have that 250 heals to all heroes. You don't have that extra armor and passive regen in these fights. And that can mean everything. I mean, look at Yellow Soviet. They've had that Mechanism, they've been able to survive, and they've been able to keep pushing lands, grabbing towers, and just keep up the aggression the entire time. And this has allowed them a very, very substantial lead. I mean, it's not substantial in terms of XP or gold, but in terms of how teamfights have been turned around, it doesn't look like they're going to be losing it. You see good initiations coming out from the Batrider, but he's just not being able to do much else with it. You don't have the Infest up on him, except now we do, which is now you should have had that a little bit earlier, but now you've got that Infest, he's going to look for kills, and you should be able to find him quite easy. But InVidious, they've just been falling behind the 8 ball just a little bit at the start of this early game. We see Blink coming in Lover's Pain, they're going to find Knucklehead. Can they get in time? There's the Infest, there's the kill, and there's nothing one more can do about it. There's an early kill, Puddinhead, he almost went for the Vendetta on Bullseye, and he's realised it's wrong. He goes in action, he's going to get the Vendetta, he's going to get the Impale, there's 2 heroes down, and now they're going to be turned back onto Meepo Picker. Meepo Picker's taking a lot of damage to the fucking, he's going to man it up. There goes the Venom Scout, will he be able to last his way to victory? He is, the armor toggle, keeping himself a little bit longer, but Puck is not going to have any of that, and Rook Bloodhawk burst him down, and then Earthsmoke is going to completely whiff on Bloodhawk. Bloodhawk, he can't go anywhere. And a triple kill will go to Lefty. He's got his Cypher Vice up and running just before that last fight, and that helped them win it. So very, very nice timing for that Cypher Vice. You'd probably like it a little bit earlier up on a Puck, especially the way this Puck's going so far in the game. He's a fantastic build. He's 13 for 3. You could have had that Cypher up a little bit earlier. I mean, his crit kills is not the highest. He's only got 85 compared to such as the Batrider, Gyrocopter, and that last deal, all sitting over 100 crit kills. So Nefty could have had that stuff up a little bit earlier, and they could have been winning these fights quite faster. However, they have been winning fights, and that's all that matters. InVidious, they're not out of this. You have that last deal, and he is probably the hardest carry in this game. And Gyrocopter can do well, and if he ever does fall behind, pick up Divine Rapier, he can win the game just from that Divine Rapier. But last deal played on this Meepo Picker. Meepo Picker played on this last deal. One of the ways. He's not doing too bad. He's sitting 5 for 5 for 6. Midas, Vlad's a bit of a strange pickup, but I'm not going to complain, as that life stealer has been keeping him in the game. Earned these fights with fantastic armor toggling coming out of him. He's picked up his Hyperstone, so he's going to be working towards his AC. I can't really see him working towards a Majordio, as if you get an AC, you have that negative armor, and you need that negative armor to just be able to rip through heroes. Usually you either pick up Desolator, or you go for that AC for the attack speed and that negative armor, and armor boost to your entire side. And in this game, I believe that AC will be very effective, because while Elder Titan, his passive works off your base armor. It doesn't work off of your any additional armor you get given throughout the game. And actually, we have initiation onto that Lover's Pain. He's just gonna be able to break that Dream Coil and force stuff himself away. That does the same. The Elder Titan, his passive only works off your armor that you gain throughout the game. I mean, when your agility rises, you gain a little bit of armor, and you sometimes passively gain armor depending on your skills. But it only works off your base armor, and that's where this AC can become really, really effective, as it will give your team that armor that you've just lost from that, and that negates his passive. I mean, it doesn't negate his magic resistance, but they don't have a very strong magic damage side, especially when a lot of the damage is coming out from the Gyrocopter. Puck is actually doing a lot of burst of her magic, but once Nevd throws out his combination, or if you can pick him off early on, then there's next to no magic damage being thrown out by that side. So, once that AC is up and running, that's going to be a very strong pickup for InVidious Gaming if they decide, or InVidious eSports if they do decide to pick up that AC. And now we have an infested Batrider. He's looking for a kill. They've got a ward up on this cliff, It's going to possibly be counter-warded, maybe. Do we see a counter-ward? Yes, we do. So we've got a counter-ward coming out, that's going to remove any vision on the side of InVidious, and they're just going to give up on that. We might see the Infest come out on that background, and they might try and start farming it up. Speaking of farming it up, you have the Eternal Triangle. How's he going? He's got his Perseverance, he's got his Ultimate Orb. So he's on his way. I mean, do I think he's going for the right item, going for that Lincoln Sphere? I don't think so. I mean, it does negate your Snare and maybe in the Dream Coil and Rocket, but you need some damage coming outside of InVidious. Your defensive item at this stage of the game is not what you need. They need more damage, especially since Bloodwalk on this Venomancer is basically being negated on one walk due to that BKB, and if any more BKBs get picked up in the game, he's just not going to be able to do too much. That's if BKBs get picked up, or if a pipe gets completed by any of these heroes, that would negate Venomancer just that much more. Now they're pushing this tier 2 tower. We've got a Vendetta up and running, put it in, he's got to land on Lover's Pain before he can blink in, because they need power, nice mana burn, it's going to pop him down, and they get the counter initiation before that Batrider can do anything. Koda's going to be popped, it's going to land on Meeper Picker is stuck in that Snare reveals invisibility, they don't care, they're going to burst him down, Bloodlock's going to fall shortly after they do have that eye up on Rosie, that's 3 heroes dead, and not even losing 1 hero, and will we see the Sleep lands onto the Crystal Maiden, do they wish to go in? No, they do not, they're going to work on this tier 3 tower. They're going to take this down in the 35 minute mark. And this is looking grim for InVidious eSports. They're quite far behind. They're over 12k gold, 15k XP. That hurts a lot. I mean, it's just going to keep scarking. We do see a buyback coming from Meepo Picker. Some of the Siren is being used. This is going to be a setup. Is there a cooldown? I've got another 10 more seconds. We've got another sleep to try and hold him off. There goes the Snare. We're going to turn around. Meepo Picker is ripping through Wonderwalk. One walk and he's going to try and go around, he's going to back off, he gets scythed up, double scythe is being used onto Meepo Picker, and now Nefty's still trying to burst him down. Eternal Triangle is on the run, we hear an open wind's being thrown out onto the lifesteal, or from the lifesteal, and if Wait gets himself out of there, Bloodlook tries to throw down whatever he can before he dies, and that is a venomous Nova, and Pudding Head and Knucklehead will take a little bit damage. Meepo Picker's like, I'm not letting you out of this base, but instead he gets sandwiched and squashed and just eaten alive by that Elder Titan. And now we see a nice arrow land onto Puck. Puck will fall shortly after to a nice lasso coming out by Lover's Pain. And there's the retreat by Yellow Solomon. You're going to be getting on out of here. And that is wise. I mean, it's a little bit unfortunate they could not find these tier 3 Raxes. It looks like they were a little bit indecisive. They attacked both range and the melee. If they focus fire, they could have found an earlier Rax. However, that wasn't the case. The Rax will survive. And a nice defense by InVidious. Will this Catapult get it? Catapult's going for it. Can it get one more attack? It can get one more attack. GG Catapult finds that ranged Rax. So Hero Catapult does help the top lane push out just a little bit more. It's a Rax nevertheless. It's not the Rax you want, but any Rax is useful in this game so far. And now, InVidious. What can they do to get back into this game? Well, I think they just need to start getting in some towers, start grouping up, and take Yellow Soul mid by survive. At the moment, they're taking fights on Yellow Soul mid's ground. Yellow Soul mid will take it in between towers before InVidious can get this set up. I mean, as you saw at that top lane, you saw that Batrider. He got picked off by the Nyx Assassin alone. He almost burst him down solo, just with a Vendetta and an Impale mana, but he doesn't even have a dagger, and that was fantastic play coming up by putting it shut down any potential lasso, shut down the Infest, and then Nevdi, he came in, silenced, killed, and they worked their way to that tier 3 tower. And that's the problem with InVidious at the moment. They're not being able to take fights on their own grounds. They've got some vision, a little bit of vision watching Roshan, but the rest of it was an obvious defensive ward up on that hill, which got counted out by an eye that's currently up in the outside mid. I'm not sure if they still have that eye, or it's a little bit of an eye count. Yep, Elder Titan's still alive. He's sitting 7-3 with 22 assists. Dear God, man. He's been in almost every single fight. So Roydsy playing fantastic on this Elder Titan. Arrow's going to come through, scout that Roshan pit out. Not going to find anyone. And now the Astral Spirit will start scouting of his own. It's not going to land on poor Batrider, who's got daylight vision, so he sees him coming. And now, Pudding Head, he's vendetted up. There's no vision on the side of InVidious. There goes the Impale, Mana Burn. He's got the nice character trying to keep himself alive. Astral Spirit will pick up Bloodlock, and now the Eternal Triangle pops that Moonlight Shadow. He's on the run. and he's going to get silenced up. Puck is here. We got the eye coming. Where's the eye? The eye should be here very shortly. There we go. The eye's in the fight. There goes the Marana. He does take a fall. Spirit Breaker. He does nice infest into the Bat Rider. Bat Rider's going to try and walk out of here. But Puck is not going to let this happen. He's got a suck. Use your suck. Use your suck. He's not using his damn suck. Nefty, use your suck. Instead, the Bat Rider blinks on out of there, and that's a little bit of a misplay coming from Nefty. Unconventional misplay. He had his suck up and running. They could have easily found a kill, and now he's not going to be able to find it. Love is Pain needs to blink on out of here. TP up in 3, 2, 1. He's going to start TPing, and he's going to get on out of here unless there's a lucky impale. Oh, actually, there's the side. Creep wave coming in the absolute wrong moment of time. They will eventually find that kill. Meepo Picker's in a lot of trouble. He's going to man up. He pops his armor. Is it enough? No, it's not. Actually, he's keep going. But now he will die. And that is absolutely unfortunate for eSports, InVidious eSports. That scumbag creep wave. There was a 0.3 second channel left on that Bat Rider, and they fell. That's... Oh, Nepty, I'm just going to say it, you guys got lucky. Oh, nice chasing, but still, that chase shouldn't have happened. But anyway, they're going to move on to the Roshan, and they should get a fairly easy Roshan. InVidious eSports can contest this, as they are pushing the top lane, which almost found themselves a melee barrier that entire engagement down, or in that bottom half of the map, or the southeast side of the map. And now, the token should be going to Wonderwalk, and he'll be able to stand in the track a lot longer. He's got his butterfly up and running. It's not my personal favorite ability, but up against a Lifesteal, who's the only person that can do physical damage at the moment, because Marana picked up a Lincoln Sphere, and her physical damage, it is 150, but it's not the greatest. You want higher, maybe a Desolator or some MKB, some kind of aggressive attack item. I don't personally agree with Lincoln Sphere. One of the only heroes I feel Lincoln Sphere is useful on is Weaver, but even then I don't like it because Weaver then gets a little left behind because he can't do too much damage till this mid-game style. So I personally am not too fond of that Lincoln Sphere, but it has saved his life a few times, and that's what it's there for. And he hasn't been able to find any kills because of it. And now we see the Moonlight starting to pop the arrow come flying out. It lands onto the first creep of the creep wave. Not being able to hit on the hero, and Pop just denies that poor innocent creep. Not even going to be able to see this side of the tier 3 tower. And now, the Mexican standoff. And this is where Yellow Soul made a big really game. In these kinds of standoffs, they've been taking the initiative, they've taken the silence, the kills, and they've been able to fight and win the fights. However, Love is Pain, he's going to be looking for something. Astral Spirit's going to be watching this Bat Rider, and now the entire side of Yellow Soul, they know where this Bat Rider is. They're following with that Astral Spirit. They look like they were going to try and take that fight. The Frostbite's going to do not too much to the Elder Titan, as InVidious eSports cannot get out of the base. The arrow is going to go through the goalposts. So that's 2 points. Nice conversion coming from that Marana, but that's all he's going to get out of that. Not going to be able to find any kills. And now Flame Break, just trying to push him back and clear any creeps that were there. Unfortunately, there was no creeps there. And this top lane, once again, because of this standoff, these range creeps, there's 3 aggressive range creeps at this top lane, pushing in. And now they're going to be trying to fight this Rex. And there's nothing InVidious can do about it, because the aggression from Yosem, it's not going to let up. Once again, Internal Triangle's arrow lands onto the creep. They're pushing in. Nice, so onto Neptune. That's the hero they needed. But an instant Song of the Siren's going to cancel out the cooldown. They're going to turn around and nice Venomous Gale and the Venom Poison. The Elder Titan comes through with the Earth Splitter, but it's not going to be too much there. The tier 3 is still up. The BKB is now starts being popped on Meepo Picker. However, there is a buyback coming from a hero somewhere who bought back. We have someone buying back. Not sure who bought back there. Now we see Love is Pain. He will be falling. No, he won't. The rocket's coming through. Will that level 4 rocket be enough to kill him? No, it won't. Actually, only level 1. That's a little bit of a blunder. And now, Meepo Picker is ripping through Knucklehead. Knucklehead will fall shortly after that. Marana has popped that Moonlight Shadow. They're going to be chasing again. Will they find one walk? One walk walks the opposite direction. It is nighttime vision. They can't find him. So they're not going to be able to see one walk that way. And Meepo Picker will just go into farm that lane. Careful, one walk. Don't turn back around. And Elder Royalty, he's walking up top. What the hell are you doing up here, man? He's going for a tier 4 tower. Scumbagging it, but they had a glyph up and running. There's a Bloodlock. Will we see a Frostbite? If Frostbite comes out to her, he's got a Cypher. He's got a TP. The arrow is off cooldown. Will he get out of it? He gets on out of there. Very cool, calm, collected Royalty starts up his one main threat and gets out of there. That is well played by Royalty, but unfortunately for Bo1, he couldn't do anything. If he threw out that frostbite too early, that would have been a TP. He got Scythe Flash just long enough for you to get that TP, and Roydsy escaped with his cheeky little life. Whew, so that's that. Now I have a little bit of time to little standings of the game. I mean, 25k XP in favor of Yellow Solo mid. They are just so far ahead right now. It's kind of scary. It's hard for InVidious to come back here. I mean, Roshan's down for another 7 minutes, and I don't think after that last fight, I don't think Yellow Solo mid will want to push in until they've got another Roshan token, because effectively they lost that fight at the tier 3. They did dive a little bit hard. They had a little bit of a blunder in terms of skills. Cooldown got negated due to the Song of the Siren, so that was a little bit wasted. Puck also jumped in, didn't get any orb or dream coil damage off because of the Song of the Siren. Elder Titan's Earth Split, I believe, only hit on one hero, and if that hero did get hit, it was because they were in Song of the Siren. So in general, Song of the Siren ruined the initiator for Yellow Solo, and Vias were able to turn around. A lot of poison damage coming down to these heroes, and because it was a sustained fight, it paid off for them. They were able to turn around and defend this very lonesome tier 3 tower that's going to fall in one auto attack from any hero in this game. And now putting it, it's Vendetta up, Rage pop by Meepo Picker, so he is watching what's up with that, and he will get out of there, so he won't be picked off. And now, Yellow Solo, they're still not letting off this aggression. I'm not too sure if I feel as if they should be going in at the moment. They did lose that last fight with that Aegis up and running. But they're still going to keep going. I mean, they are extremely ahead, and they could play Chinese Dota. They can play Chinese Dota, as my scumbag phone does ring. They can play Chinese Dota for the 3rd time, and just sit back, farm it up, and continue to push out their lead. There's nothing InVidious eSports can do at the moment. They are stuck in their base, not getting XP, not getting gold. So what do? You sit, you farm their jungle, you farm their lane, you push everything in, and eventually that top lane will push in, force some tier 4 tower gold and damage, and then you can push in through this bottom lane. But I really feel that they just need to sit back and try and just keep pushing all lanes in at once, and just wait for that top tower to push in. At the moment, they're trying to find the initiative and trying to find kills. I mean, it's not wrong by any means. As long as Knucklehead doesn't ruin it with his Soul of the Siren, they could find these kills. But InVidious, that lifestealer, he's not near the highest farm of the game. You have Gyrocopter, Puck, and the Elder Titan actually sitting on the 3 highest. Elder Titan, what are you doing, man? You're not supposed to be that high. Mechanism Scythe, and he's working towards. He's got an Oblivion stuff, so I'd most likely see a refresher come out of him. But yes, InVidious, they're in a little bit of a trouble at the moment. Batrider is infested up. They're going to be looking for a kill. They don't have any vision on the map. Puddinghead, once again, walking around. Puddinghead hasn't been contested this entire game. There's been no sentries being placed by InVidious, so he's been able to walk around freely without too much hassle. But then you can't blame InVidious. You have the Crystal Maiden. She's been poor the entire game. She hasn't been able to pick up anything. She's working to a pipe of her own as they desperately need that pipe. I really feel as they should be working towards a mechanism, as a mechanism would be cheaper and more effective early on. They will get the tier 3 towers and blink in, pulling one walk back. There's no infest. Where is that last guy? There he is. He comes out, but a little bit late. The PKB is popped. Cordat's been thrown. One will falls quite easily. You see the excessive fall in the background. Zara comes from off down. One will die so fast. The lifestealer just rips through him like he was paper. Couldn't do a single thing. But now the tier 3 tower's gone down. The middle tower of that tier 4 is going down. Nefty jumps on in, he gets first spinning by Boulevard, and now Meepo turns around. He instantly slept. Nefty will pick him up. There goes the flame back, trying to push him back. Royds is trying to fight whatever he can do. Crystal Maiden got a lot of damage with her freezing feet. There goes the Elder Titan. The eye is popped on the ground. And then Knucklehead. No, Knucklehead, what are you doing, man? That was, he could have picked up the eye and TP'd out. Instead, he missed the eye, he cancelled his TP, and now he's going to die. Knucklehead, what bit of a blunder right there. Nefty Howard is not going to try to save his fellow teammate. Knucklehead, just get him out of there. Knucklehead decides to man him up, and manning up is not what you're going to do in that situation. Nefty will find a haste ring. And once again, InVidious, they hold. And that's because, well, Yellow Solo, they can't pick his fights. I mean, they had the advantage, and then they had the entire work. They played a lot better that time, but InVidious, that lifesteal, he's just ripping through heroes one by one. Batrunner, finding those key tasks through that lasso out, and there's been an infest off each and every time. The infest that time was a little bit late, but it was enough to start your damage on one wolf. One more, even he's up in his BKB, but once you have that lifesteal ripping through, BKB means absolute jack all, and he will rip through you like you are nothing. So, InVidious, they're holding on into this game. They're not going to let it go. These gold and XP graphs, they still say yellow solo mid have effectively won this game 10 minutes ago. But InVidious, they say no. They don't agree with charts. They don't give a damn. And they're holding on with their entire well-being. Pride's on the line, and you don't want to pick that part up too easy. Yeah, so mid once again, they're pushing into this middle. But Roshan's up in a minute, so they shouldn't be going for any hasty aggression or fights at the moment. Nevdi and Pudding Head look to be controlled by one hero as they blink simultaneously, just dodging that courier. The courier is being fought by two heroes, then two people. They're not sure what they're going to do about that, but that courier is very lucky. If that courier was picked off then, that was a Shiver's Guard down the drain. That's Bloodlock's Vitality Booster. That's health, mana, and a Shiver's Guard, which is attack speed and damage, not to mention Revelation. If that courier got picked off, that would have been instantly gained by InVidious. However, that's not the case. So they're getting ready for Roshan. They're here about 30 seconds early. They know it's spawning sometime soon, maybe not precisely when. Or they probably do, they just wanted to huddle around a pit, keep it warm for Roshan once he spawns. And InVidious. InVidious. You have Crystal Maiden, she's so close to her pipe, she needs a little bit more gold. They need to give her this gold. Waddle, stay out of this lane. Give Bullby that gold he needs. Forget about Eternal Triangle, he's now got his Yasha and Desolate up, he's had that for a little bit while. And unfortunately, that poor Crystal Maiden's still not going to be able to pick up his pipe. She needs that pipe, man. That will give you 400 magic resist, and that will help you win these fights a little bit more easier. That's not going to be the case. You're also going to start working towards that Roshan pit. But Crystal Maiden, if you need to, solo Bracer, get an eye, get your pipe, because you need that pipe in that next fight. And now, Roshan, he will fall. Token should go to Wonderwolf. No, it won't. It'll go to the Elder Titan. They believe Elder Titan is the man in this game. I mean, next to the Gyrocopter, sure. And there's the Lasso. Lasso gets breaking to the Lincoln's field. Nevdi, the Earthsplitter coming out. Earthsplitter's not going to land on any heroes. Nor will the Shiver's Guard. Nevdi aggressively blinks in. He gets his way in with up on Bloodlock. Bloodlock going to walk away. He gets sucked up. They're going to be trying to find a kill. We see the death of Pudding Head. They got the freezing pin. Freezing pin still not let it go. Royalty will fall. In fact, one more attack. There goes the Aegis. They turn around onto Bullby. Bullby will fall. The eye is on the ground. Miko Picker's on the run. He gets it instead. The arrow will land onto a BKB. One wolf now. Lost that BKB. Miko Picker's trying to turn it back around. We see Mirana picking up a kill on Nevdi. Nevdi will die. Solar Siren. They're trying to catch up. Will they fight it? Miko Picker's just out of range and he can't get into range. So Miko Picker will get on out of there. He will get to the fountain. The arrows come flying through. The arrow's not going to land on anyone. The rats are taking a lot of damage. We do have this Sleep trying to land on Eternal Triangle. There goes the glyph. We have Lover's Pain pulling balls to the walls move. He will die very short if they decide to turn on him. He gets sucked up. They do not decide to get. They get the melee wrap and they decide to retreat. This is the wise move. You don't need to stay there any longer. And now the eye. Once again, the eye's not picked up by Knucklehead, but Knucklehead might lose his life here. Eternal Triangle's going to chase him. No, he won't. And the smoke will be popped by Knucklehead to give him that extra movement speed to get the hell on out of there. So InVidious, they're holding on. They did lose a tier 3 tower though, but they're not letting go of this game at the moment. And actually in mid lane, Meepo Picker is ripping through one wolf. I don't know why Meepo Picker is scared at the moment. He can stand up and fight against one wolf. That is not going to be the case. And then Knucklehead in the middle of nowhere is going to try and man up, and nice lasso landed onto one wolf. One wolf blink. I mean not one wolf. Lover's Pain forced off the absolute wrong way, but it doesn't matter. Mirana picks up a double kill. She's now doing a lot of damage. Now that she has that Desolate and Yasha, she's doing a lot. And that's what I feel as if she had at the start of the game, this would have been a very different mid-game. However, she did pick up that Link's in fifth. I mean, I haven't seen it be too effective. I mean, may have missed one possible mana burn, but otherwise, I guess it's there for the HP regen. But they are now pushing up. They've got the second tier 1 tower of the game. They're going to the tier 2 tower. They should be able to get this. And Nick's Assassin, scumbagging it up, walks top lane, picks off the weakest, squishiest hero in the game, and will fall. They will push that top lane. Will they be able to get this tier 3 tower? They are too how 2 rucks down, and Meepo Cookie's ripping through it as he's nothing. He's got that AC running, and now they turn towards Nefty. He gets Sarked up. He's just ripping through. He sarks him up. Will be able to blink. He will blink, but they turn it back around to Meepo Cookie. He got the Sark coming up, and Nefty. Nefty's sarked up. He's in the middle, though. Nice Earth Splitter, keeping him in place. Meepo Cookie trying to armor toggle, and then not going to work. We got the TV coming up by Nefty. Not Nefty. By that Naga side, we got Lover's Pain trying to get on out of there. Eternal Triangle will find the kill. Wants to put in head. Eternal Triangle is running the Earth Splitter. It's going the wrong way. He refreshed it. He misses, and now the Eternal Triangle gets sleeped up. He's got to. Doesn't have the jump. Will be able to get away. He's got the snare up in 2, 5 seconds. 3 with the jump up in 1. Will be able to jump. He saw the siren. Fantastic song. Be able to keep him in place. We got the astral spirit, but he just jumps on out of there anyway. And that movement speed with the face spread's smaller enough to sneak on out of there. 472. Only 40 less than haste movement speed of 50. If I could do maths. And now we're back to where we were 15 minutes ago. But where we were 15 minutes ago was Yellow Solo Mid's favour. InVidious, they are behind, but they've been showing that they can win these team fights. They pushed down mid, they even almost had their own tier 3 and racks. So, this is looking very nice, but it's not looking nice by InVidious, but it's not looking too as dreadful as it could be. Because they do have the farm up to that Marana, and Lifesteal can man up against that Gyrocopter. I mean, if we do look at that Netcraft though, Gyrocopter, he's a beast. He's got that Satanic, and I believe he only just picked up recently. So the next team fight, how can they kill him? They don't have an MKB. They can't go through his evasion. He's got a BKB, so he can just, for 5 seconds, he's going to take absolutely no damage. He may even wait till Venomancer throws down all his poisons and he can just pop that and just dispel them all. The slow or Venomous Gale will still stay on him. However, he won't take any damage. But once you pop that, you don't want to be moving anyway. You've got your flat cannon, you've got your rocket pride, so you'll be killing people. So now, once again, Yellow Solo Mid. I can't see them want to take another fight until they get this Roshan. Because every time they have this Roshan, they can't push in and win it. So they may be thinking, if we don't have a Roshan token, we can win it right now. They're still, once again, pushing up. They're still 20k gold ahead. They're losing XP very, very fast. And at this stage of the game, 10,000 XP is nothing. 20,000 gold is still something. There's some big hard-hitting items on your main heroes. I mean, your Marana is 6,000 gold, which is one full tier 3 item away from that Gyrocopter. But he's still doing a lot of damage. He's got the Sanjay, he's got Sanjay Yoshi, he's got his Desolator. He's hitting for just over 300 damage, which at this stage is being able to wipe out his supports pretty easy. But they're starting to beef up quite a lot. I mean, you have a Heaven's Halberd up and down the Siren. That gives you a decent amount of strength, which is in return quite a lot of health. It gives you that ability to cancel auto attacks. And since Marana doesn't have a BKB or any or Manta Staff, if he gets Heaven Halberd, he can't attack for 4 seconds, then it's just going to be nothing. And then there's the pipe. They're going to be looking to initiate. Lover's Pain, they're coming out a little bit too far. He's thinking about it. He's indecisive. He pops the Astral off. He can't blink quite yet. The Shadow Moonlight's been popped, but everyone saw it, and this should retreat. Yellow Solo should just get back. They saw the Moonlight Sarah. Moonlight Shadow gets popped for no reason at all. InVidious, they're scared. I mean, they're holding on, but they're scared. You can see it. A little bit of misplace coming up by Rosard. Lover's Pain not getting in there. He was a little bit indecisive. Moonlight Shadow being cast. We have to wait 80 seconds before they can recast that ability. And Yellow Solo, they're waiting to push themselves on in there. Can they get in there this time? They're looking for a Team 3 tower. But out of 5 or 6 attempts, they've got a 2-3 T towers. Blinking onto one look. Can they burst him down in time? They do burst him down in time. But there's enough on the side, but there's not enough. Lifesteal, Rage, got auto attack down. And one look is out of the game. Can he fight back? No, he can actually. He should fight back if the Yellow Solo try and stay into this fight. They do not decide to stay in this fight. And then InVidious eSports, they defend once again. However, these tier 2, or I shouldn't say tier 2 creeps, these mega creeps are just destroying that fountain and wreaking havoc in the backlines. So, nice little initiation coming in. Just keep themselves up in this game. Nefty trying to push down his bottom lane. Bloodlock doing whatever he can. If Nefty wanted to, he could just pop in there and just pop that Venom Lancer into a sack of poison. Not gonna happen. And now, Yellow Solo Mid, once again, they need to wait for this ages. They can't push in at the moment. They're going to keep pushing in. They trade a hero for tower damage. I mean, that's reasonable, but that's helping InVidious get back, especially on such big heroes such as your level 23 Jaro. He's not even level 25 yet. You have your Yasuo and Mirana, who's level 25 and 24 respectively. But Gyrocopter, he's dying so much in these fights. He's lost his tower 362, and that's why he's top of the scoreboard. Elder Titan, he's resto. I mean, he hasn't popped 2 Earth Splitters off in a row, but then again, he hasn't been able to land them at all. He's gonna pop that sleep onto Meepo Picker. Meepo Picker's him dead. There's the Dream Core. There's the Impale. Meepo Picker's gonna take a lot of damage. We see that lasso being cancelled by that Legged Fit. Reason Fit comes down. They do find the Nyx Assassin and that Naga Siren, and now Yellow Solomon, they're on the run. They didn't have Nobody in that fight, and that's a problem. And then the Eternal Triangle rips through Roydsy. Roydsy will fall. He pops that mechanism. He gets one more auto attack and will fall shortly after. And the Eternal Triangle is on a godlike streak. 15 for 3 with 15 assists. And Nevti, he's doing the right thing. Push top lane out, force heroes back to defend. And then if there's not enough defenders, you go for the Rax yourself. And then he's got to see the Crystal Maiden. He's got to see the 2 heroes of that Batrider. And now the infested Nyx Assassin. I'm not the infested Nyx Assassin. Infested Lifestealer. And then they deny the tier 3. They see the heroes coming. Can InVidious do anything? There's the sleep. He's going to auto attack. Lover's Pain is waiting. Lover's Pain is waiting. They've got Meepo kills. Wait inside. Meepo Picker comes out. He doesn't want to dead. He avoids the split earth. He's going to man up. One walks lifesteal on his way back to victory. Nice lasso. Cancelling that satanic. And one walks in a lot of trouble. He's going to have to run. Nice sleep, however, coming out by Roydsy. Meepo Picker gets sucked up by Nefty. Caught at being popped. He gets sucked up a second time. Will Meepo Picker fall? Will he fall here? Nice arrow, but he will fall. He does buy back. And that's a positive. If he didn't have buyback, that could have been gained. Going to Yellow Summon. Big buyback, trying to keep back the heroes of Yellow Summon. And now, one more, he turns into Lover's Pain. Lover's Pain throws down the ships. Will he be able to blink? No, he gets Lasso. He will die. Well, not Lasso, he gets ensnared and he will die, but he does have buyback. InVidious eSports, they couldn't push out as a 5, so they die as 3. And that is a problem. I mean, they can't do too much. I mean, look at your lanes. Each lane is pushing in so hard. It's you try, but these creeps, they're gonna let any of this happen. And that's from the early advantage Yellow Summon gained. 61 minutes, we see the 3rd Roshan of the game. There will be cheers up and ready. What can they make of this? Will the cheese from Mr. Piggy, will the bacon Roshan gives off, will they be able to finally get this tier 3 these final 3rd Raxes of the game? And can they finish it? Can they wrap it up? We will find out very shortly. And now, the Gyrocopter. He picks up the Aegis this time. They're not giving it to Roydsy, which I still think was a very questionable play. And Gyrocopter, who picked up the cheese? Roydsy now has the cheese. So that's a little bit more of Roydsy, what he needs, because he's so tanky, he can just pop it when he's low. The Aegis though, especially when you're going to be burst down and have a Batrunner looking for you, is probably more likely. Because you can pop that BKB and Satanic after you revive, or if your team's doing quite well, you can pop the Satanic and still keep that BKB up and running. Because your BKB has a shorter cooldown, and your Satanic has a shorter internal cooldown. Actually, we see a lasso coming in onto one more. We see an instant infest. They're going to fight to kill one more. There goes the Aegis. That's 1 hero down. They still have 5 heroes left. Against 5, then Lover's Pain, the time has been pumped. We see the nice streak car landing onto one hero. Freezing field, but instantly sucked onto the Crystal Man. I don't think that's the hero you want to suck though. One more will fall to Mirana. Mirana flashes away. Oh, not flashed away. He gets on out of there with his blade. Meepo Picker turns around. He lifesteals his way back to victory. He will get the flame back. We'll pick him off. Nevdi will die. The poisons. There's nothing about it. You try and bottle it up, but it's not going to happen. And that's 3 heroes down. And InVidious, they've just taken this. And then there's some of the Siren getting on out of there. But these creeps like, bitch, come back here. You're not pushing into the space. And they're going to try and once again push out with 2 heroes. They've got the lifesteal. They've got a total triangle. But dude, they've got 60 seconds. They've got a minute to push into the backs and try and get it. Can they do it though? Buybacks are ready on the Gyrocopter and that Nyx Assassin. Nyx Assassin is currently alive there, so we might sacrifice his life to delay the push and then buy back and try and keep going. But at the moment, Bloodlock, they're in a lot of trouble. This Ancient is down to 2/3 health. Gyrocopter decides to buy back. He needs to get back into this game. These Ancients are taking a lot of damage. Coordinates down here. Will the Eternal Triangle Meepo pick down? Do you think? No, they will not. They will now retreat. They know they forced the buyback from Gyrocop. The buyback is now on cooldown for the next 6 minutes. And if they can kill Gyrocopter within the next 6 minutes, then InVidious are in a very, very demanding situation. And Eternal Triangle pops that next assassin with a little bit of Starfall, showing him the galaxy to life, showing him the true darkness and brightness combination of the galaxy. And now, the InVidious, what can they do? They're sitting here, they're defending. All they've done this game was defend, defend, defend. They also admit have just attacked at inconsiderate times. I mean, that one fight down in the bottom tier 3 tower is quite harsh. They lost it because of a little bit of miscommunication, and Knucklehead's Silver Siren basically stopped all damage being outputted, and that's all the AoE they had. And once that AoE was down, InVidious and their superior single burst damage team of Mirana and Lifesteal was able to rip heroes ahead, and that's the story for the rest of the match. Meepo Picker in the Eternal Triangle, 18 for 3. Sure, Mirana hasn't landed an arrow, but that doesn't mean he hasn't landed a kill. And now, Yosemite is sitting outside this tier, outside this final racks, outside of the final racks that keep him from winning this game. The XP graph, once again, is at 5k XP. It's nothing. 5k is that's like a creep wave at this stage of the game. The gold is still 15k gold. That's 3 tier 3 items, which could be a scythe, maybe a scythe off a Batrider, maybe a Crystal Maiden that's played drums gaming. Got 2 drums there. A little bit excessive. You could have maybe got something else there, but hey, your Crystal Maiden, any strength will do you favors. But the best thing is she does have that passive insight, and that's been helping them out in these engagements. But they don't have a mechanism, and I would like to see a mechanism. Bloodwalk, he does have an Agnum Scepter up, which will help for those sustained fights, which each and every one of these fights have been so far. I still think a mechanism would have helped a little bit early on. However, he did pick up that Agnum Scepter, and it has been paying off in these fights. I mean, he's not Venomous Gal, he's Poison Nova has been doing a lot this game. That has been keeping Yoso mid at bay. And now, once again, Mexican standoff. We're at this 5-minute mark on that Roshan timing, where Yellow Solo Mid will walk in and die. That's what it has been the last 2 times. But will they get a Rax before they die? That is the question. To be or not to be? Will they be able to do it? And now, the split push coming in. Yellow Solo Mid trying to keep all the lanes pushed in. Keep InVidious back on the tower. These Plague Wards are half a super creep at the moment. If you get enough of them, those half a super creep is more than enough. And now, they're sitting, they're biding their time, they're waiting, and for once they're not putting themselves in a situation. They jump up on top, put it in, it's found Lover's Pain. If Lover's Pain dies here, he's got no buyback. The Moonlight Shadow is popped. They do not have the eye currently here. The eye was on the Naga sign, and she was a little bit out of position. So they're not going to be able to find that Batrider. If Batrider had died, then it would have been game over for for InVidious eSports, my mistake. And now, putting head. Start on cooldown for 15 seconds. Meepo Picker turns around. He's going up to put it in. He's doing a lot of damage, but he's got no teammates to follow him up. The Solar Siren is put. He ensnares him. Meepo Picker's in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have buyback for 700 gold. Will InVidious eSports be able to defend this Rax? We see the initiations coming. Arrow lands up to Knucklehead. That could be the first arrow of the game landed on a hero. Knucklehead instantly dies. We will see Bloodwalk instantly burst. The Earth Splitter lands up to 2 hits. Meepo Picker is still away. Will Bloodwalk be able to fight and kill? No, he won't. Meepo Picker survives. Put it head will die, however. That's 2 heroes dead. Batrider does buy back. One walk is taking a lot of damage. Eternal Triangle is not going to let him land away. He's still chasing him down. One walk, he doesn't have a TP. He's going to be chased down. Batrider does not see him. It's nighttime vision. Actually, he does. He's chasing him down. Will he be able to get a flame back? He almost pushed him off on the cliff. He gets the lasso, and this will be the kill of One Look. This could be the turnaround of Yellow Solomon. If these creeps do not push into the base and kill this Ancient, these creeps are going hard. Creepwave spawn and keep some of these creeps off. You see the Batrider come back in trying to keep these creeps in bay. Meepo Picker is holding off into the lane. What can InVidious eSports do? They've been pulling back the creeps. They've been taking each and one of these fights. They've been defending the racks. There's now 2 random eyes sitting in on the ground. If this wasn't a replay cast, I totally would have drew a smiley. Scumbag replay cast. And now, Batrider, look at him. If any one of these heroes of InVidious, excluding that Crystal Maiden, died, That would have been game. That Meepo Picker, if he died with his 50 to 100 HP, that would have been game. But he survives, he gets on out, and now he's pushing down the lane. Rosie, you gotta be careful, man. You can't take Meepo Picker. You've got a scythe, but that will last you only 3.5 seconds of time before he will rip you apart. Nepti, he jumps in, he's got the scythe, he does pig him up, they've got a second scythe, they do sleep him, they got to scythe him up a second time, they're going to continue fighting, will it be enough to pick up Meepo? He will rage, he will pop his open wounds and do a lot of damage to Blackfield all back up, but it's alone! This is bad, he needs to get another Earthsplit popping out, but Yellow Solo, man, they are scared, absolute shocked, their faces are white and they're running away, and that's just Meepo Picker alone. That's not a Mirana, who is actually one of the scariest heroes at the moment of the game. Which is actually, I can't find her. There she is. And she, holy crap, is the only words I can explain it. Divine Bloody Rapier picked up on Mirana. She's got the Desolator. She's got to be ripping through armors. Sitting next to the AC, she could kill every single person here on the map. She may even do a little bit of cloud damage and kill herself if she's not lucky. But holy crap. This is probably one of the only ways InVidious eSports get back in this, is that Divine Rapier. I mean, I also feel this Gyrocopter needs a Divine Rapier at the moment, the way he's gone. They haven't been able to finish this game. And what do you do if you can't finish the game as Gyrocopter? You buy the Divine Rapier. However, instead, we go in Total Triangle. And in Total Triangle, he died 3 times. And those 3 times are at the start of the game. So, I can't see him dying anytime soon. Unless extremely fantastic, ridiculously awesome, superb, splendid other words that I can't think of play comes out of Yellow Sub to pick off Mirana before the rest of the side comes in to back him up. And put him head. He's walking around, he's vendetted. Will he find it here? Will Meepo Picker get out of position? We just wait. He's sitting on the side. They're looking at him. Astral Spirit walking through. Will he? They're scared. Will Meepo Picker back? He's alone. He's gonna rage up and get on out. Good choice. Good choice, Meepo Picker. And now, we wait. We wait for the inevitable. Who? This could be the last fight of the game. I've said that multiple times, but InVidious eSports, they've proved hell no. They've kept it in it. You're so big. They're waiting. They're empty. He's trying to get in here. He's pushing the lane. He's forcing a little bit of creep people over here to defend these towers. Roshan's up in 30 seconds, so they're going to be rotating around. Pick up the Roshan. I mean, this is where Sean's enough though. I mean, Meepo Picker in the Total Triangle, who's got a divine freaking rapier. Actually, yeah, let's admit, they're not going to get Aegis. Go back, turn around. Aegis. Roshan, get Roshan. Don't sit up here. These guys died before Roshan's up. I will murder a chicken. Good, they're coming back around. They're not stupid. One look, we'll be able to solo Roshan with his mini dashes and lifesteal. They'll be holding off the tower. Holding off the forward will be putting head just up on the split. Level 24. But you can't expect InVidious anyway to be able to defend this. I mean, they're having a hard enough time defending these creeps, let alone making it to Roshan to and these ancients, they're slowly taking damage. They got a ridiculously slow amount of regen. And there is the Roshan going down. Cheese will be going to Royalty. Aegis will be going to Wonderwall. Actually, oh crap. Where's the Aegis going? The Aegis has gone to Puck. The Puck, this time, has the Aegis. They're throwing the Aegis in every direction, trying to find the winning combination. Nefty, he's going to be walking. He might try and bait something out here. He's got Scythe, he's got Teleport Boots. Who's got buyback? We have 4 buybacks, and they're all, actually, 3 of them available on the side of yours. So mid, 1 on that last steal. And Mirana, you need your buyback, but he can't farm it. If he dies in this next team fight, well, that will be GG. And now we have Puck. She's rotating top. She's pushing those creep waves in. Everything's going to be pushed in. This is the last fight. If this isn't the last fight, I'm going to have to eat some pork tonight. Actually, no. That's actually quite delicious. Anyway, enough of pork. Actually, Crystal Maiden is pretty much pork at this game. She just gets murdered and brutally bullshit every single time. I mean, poor Crystal Maiden. 2 for 12. But then again, Bloodwell. That's like poisonous off pork right there. Left in the fridge for too long. Butchered, left in the fridge, thrown out into the trash, and that's what Bloodwalk is right now. He's a dead bait at the moment. he just hasn't been able to do too much because of the poisons and Gyrocup just shutting him down with that BKB. But he's been there, he's been able to soak damage, and that's all you can ask for your supports at the moment. Soak some damage, soak some skills, and if they can soak the damage and the main carries be able to finish them off, then your supports have done their job. Even if they're meat, or off meat in the case of this Venomancer, poisonous meat. And now, so once again they're waiting, they're pushing in. They just can't find the opening. They want to get in there, but they can't. For the last 3 minutes, they've just been sitting at the front of his base. Every time they've gone in, they've died. I mean, you can feel their hesitation. It's understandable. It's just hard. I still think Gyrocup should have picked up Divine Rapier for more Divine Rapiers can't hurt a game. He did pick up Crystallis. He will be hitting for a lot of damage. He's currently hitting for 370 odd damage. If that procs on the Crystallis, he will be hitting for almost 700 damage, which will, especially with a flat cannon, that will hurt. That will pop these fresh meat. A new AFK Iron Paw as well. A little bit of the Nyx Assassin talking there. No idea what's going on there. A little bit of friendly banter, I guess. That sounds like probably what true pub Dota would be. Like, if you're at this stage of the game, no one would pause for you because they wouldn't want to lose. So I think that's a little stab at pub Dota right there. This isn't pub Dota. This has been a fantastic team scrim match. And now, we're still waiting. Royalty hasn't picked up anything new for the last 30 minutes. 1 more has picked up his Crystallis and beat MKB over the last 30 odd minutes. Knucklehead, he's picked up Nevdy's Iron Branch. That could help him win the game right now. So that right there is that Iron Branch for the game changer. Puck, he got Fight Boots over the last 20 minutes. I mean, there hasn't been too much being picked up on the side of the other side. They aren't getting a lot of gold because everything's been pushing in. Consistently pushing in. And now, however, InVidious, they've been able to pick up, you have Batrider, he's picked up his Master of Madness. That gives him 522, no, it should be just a little bit under 522 movement speed, about 500. If he had Phase Boots, that would give him 522 movement speed. So he's almost running at move speed once he lassos something, but if he gets touched, he'll instantly pop. Nefty, he's rotating and he's trying to find a sneak attack. He's going to dodge, blink out, and just get out of here like too much. And now he's popped the he's keeping those supports out of in the back lines with that phase, not phase shift with the dream call, but it's not worth it. He's trying to get the tower, and then the front line, so love his pain. He's pulling one walk in. One walk's taking a lot of damage. There goes the one walk. He just falls. Meepo Picker just eats through him. But in the back lines, Nevedy, he's trying to do whatever he can. He's gonna fall. He's gonna blink actually, but blinks into Meepo Picker, and now the Aegis have popped. He's gonna die shortly after. And that was a waste of Aegis. Crunch. Nothing he can do about it. Royalty, he's standing in the back lines. Blue Knucklehead, he's got no Song of the Siren. So there was to go and engage. We have the buyback coming from One Lock. One Lock's back in the action. Nice slip in, popped by Royalty, trying to keep the team in it. But they need to back down. They're not in a position to be up this far. After they lost an Aegis, they lost 2 kills. They've had to buy back. Idiots. They're holding on. They are freaking holding on. But can they push out is another question. That is the ultimate question. Still, he's got 8.5k. He buys his Abyssal Blade. He picks up a Demon Edge. Will he buy anything else? He is Divine Rapier. 2 freaking Divine Rapiers on the side of InVidious. And now up on top lane, we have an initiation. We have an instant pop on the Batride. Batride, luckily enough, has to buy back. And now he's buy back to the cooldown. One Walk will be picking up that kill. But One Walk, he's capped out at the moment. He can't buy anything else. And so far with the items he has, it just hasn't been enough. What can he do? I can't say. I mean, he needs to buy a fresh BKB. He needs, at the same time, a buyback. But his buyback's on cooldown for 4.5 seconds, or 4.5 minutes. So buying a fresh BKB would do him quite nicely. Help him stand his fight a little bit longer. But the thing is, he's not taking damage from magic damage. He's taking damage from Lifesteal. And that's all it has been the entire game. Lifesteal is ripped through him. Eternal Triangle to clean up the pieces. And now, we wait. Once again, Mexican standoff. I mean, we could see I don't know, a 3-hour Chinese game right here, purely because Yellow Mid can't push in. But I don't know. We saw in Divine Rapier, which has been revealed for the start of Yellow Mid. You're going to be raging up. He throws out the open burst, but an instant blink coming from Puddinhead. He's like, holy crap, I'm not having any of that. He will get out of there. Lifesteal hitting for too much damage, too fast, the chances to bash. That's scary. And if he pops that armlet, they'll go even higher. That will be 530 damage, plus a little bit of armlet toggling. That will be about 562. Oh, that's just a random number thrown in the end, but it's about 560 damage. And that will hurt. Especially if he's attacking about twice a second. He's got an attack speed of 0.6, which means he can attack basically 3 times in 2 seconds. I'm going to keep it simple. 2 times in a second almost. And that's brutal. He can be hidden for a K in a second. But yeah, so they don't have the damage. They just don't have the damage. Other timing shot pushing his bottom lane. He puts bottom off to sleep. He puts Love is Pain to sleep. He's going to be pushing into this little lane again. Top lane is being pushed by Nevdi. Nevdi loves it up here. It's like his second home base. Need to put in a little fountain for him up there, and he just never leave. Dual Scepter now being picked up by that Venomax. This could be a very nice pickup. You can keep heroes such as that Naga Sign, pop in that sort of sign. You can keep that next assassin out of battle. And Jarek, if he's managed to survive the first initial burst coming out from Meepo Picker and the Eternal Triangle, then you can either you'll scepter him up, pick off those supports, and keep going. And Bloodwalk, learning 30 minutes too late that there's double jumps up on the CM. So report Bloodwalk or not paying attention to the game. And now we wait. We have the Vendettas up. He's searching for a cure. He's looking. If Lover's Pain gets caught out, this could be game. Will Lover's Pain get caught out? He blinks in, he lights it, he jumps away. Meepo picks his right hand, Puddinhead doesn't get in there in time. One walk is gone! He's out for another minute and a half. He can't get back into this game. He's got no buyback. This is brutal. Now they're going to be turning towards Nevdi. Nevdi's going to die here, and they're going to be pushing into the mid. Can they find the racks? Meepo Picker's here. He's going to get psyched up. He's going to be standing there. And now, Splinter's coming through. Splinter does a little bit of damage to Meepo Picker, but that means absolutely nothing to Meepo Picker. And this could be the chance for InVidious to turn this game back around. They've now got the opportunity of a lifetime, 70-second cooldown on that Gyrocopter. Even if you just have your Mirana and Lifesteal walk through the middle by themselves, have your supports stay back at home. They could find the racks, they could find tier 4s. Because there's nothing else for me can do about it without that Gyrocopter. And now, that runner. Oh my god, that's a terrible time to lose a Gyrocopter. Look at that Roshan. That Roshan's going to be up in 20 to 30 seconds. And Courier gets murdered. Brutality on the Courier. I wish I could see what was on the Courier. Scumbag Valve, let me see what's on the Courier. So there could have been something major. And now we see Lifesteal by the Couriers. So, team player Meepo Picker buying a Courier in his stash. Actually, there we go. We've got a magic carpet. So luckily, by the looks of it, there was nothing on that Courier. They're going to send the Courier out once again. I believe that's a tier 3 Courier, if I'm not mistaken. There's a random eye on the ground. They might see some dust. They're not going to care about the dust, but they will happily take that eye. And flying back to base. He's got Meepo Picker's Vitality Booster, which means he's close to a heart. Nope, he's got his heart. What am I talking about? Meepo Lifestealer, being played by Meepo Picker, he's not gonna bloody die. He hasn't been dying in his fighting with a heart. He's gonna be next to unstoppable. The Eternal Triangle has his Banta Star up and running, so if anything bad happens to him, he will just easily Banta Star out of it and pull some more ridiculous damage coming from those illusions. And now, once again, we wait. Roshan is up. I'm surprised. Some Mid went here a little bit earlier. They're still walking around, deciding what to do. And now, don't walk to the middle. Go and get your damn Roshan. Yellow so Mid, turn around. Come on. There, no, one walk. Direct your team. Rudesy, make some plays here. Direct your team to the damn Roshan. Okay, they're going the wrong way. Absolutely wrong way. They need that token. They can't win without it. They haven't won with it. the only chance is to have that token. And if they're not picking it up, that's going to be GG in this next fight. Or not GG. That's going to be that fight. They're not going to be able to win that fight once again. We have the sleep coming out. Nice wage coming up on the side of me. But picking can be found out. We hear the all bottom top lane. Dempty once again pushing his favourite lane of the game. The top lane. Bottom lane is slowly pushing in with one look. Creating a barrier of wards. Not letting anything get on through there. And now, top lane. Top lane's coming in. Will we see Dempty? He's thinking about jumping in. He gets hit by the flame break. So his Blink Day is now on cooldown. So we won't see him jumping quite as of yet. The Dyer's Ancient. It is on. We are. No, so they're coming in. They're going to be looking through. Where's the lasso? Lasso is somewhere. Lasso is in mid lane. It's on one more. Meepo Picker will pick off one more. No, he doesn't. He evades. He evades. He evades. One more. He's going to pop his savage. He's going to move back up. And it's not enough. Meepo Picker's turning around. He's going for putting head. We see Bardock coming from the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden had enough to Bardock. One look. He's not quite dead yet. He's going to be trying to get out. The orb will pick him up. And now the squishy Crystal Maiden just for it. Fall. And there's another Bardock into the game. And there goes Nepti. And now, once again, that is a triple kill. Going in favour of the Eternal Triangle. All the Divine Rapiers, all the damage people decide so far into this game. And once again, why the hell did you not get Roshan? One walks down here, he's like, oh, there's a Roshan here, guys. That was a very big misplay coming by Yosemite right there. They can't go in without that Roshan. I mean, they've tried every single one time they've died. With the Roshan token, they have a little bit more of a chance. Not the best of chances, but without it, they have no chance. And now, Nepti, you guys back. I'm not too sure why Yellowstone mid decided to back off here. I mean, you can easily kill him. They will back off. I mean, they've been playing safe the entire game. Why would you stop right now? I mean, it's slightly working for them. If they catch him back up. But other than that, will the arrow win? Arrow wins! That's the third arrow of the game. The Eternal Triangle is on it. The Eternal Triangle. Who cares about arrows when you have more than enough skills to pay the bills with these auto attacks and positioning in the game? We will see Cheese. 2 cheeses up on Elder Titan and an Aegis. Stolen by the Batrunner! Oh my god! That's what happens when Yellow Somi don't get the damn Roshan 10 minutes earlier. Love is paid, steals the token in a grand fashion. And Yellow Somi, can they do anything now? I don't know. They've lost their XP graph. I mean, their gold, it's like 9,000 gold. 9,000 gold, 86 minutes in the game means jack all. XP means jack all. It comes down to who's been winning these fights. InVidious, they've been winning these fights. They just need to win one fight, send their 2 carries down middle, and even everything back up. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but how the hell is the Tier 1 tower up top still there? InVidious. They're making the plays here. So the siren coming in, it's going to set things up. They see the Meepo Picker, nice moonlight show being popped by the Eternal Triangle. Is there any eye carry up on the side? Earth Split is coming through. Earth Split will not do any damage. We see Lasso has not been thrown, he gets hit by the Empower. Put in head, they're going for the base. Can they find the base? One Walk's doing a lot of damage. They're trying to do it. Warrington, he's punching it. They're not going to fight. One Walk will die. One Walk does not have buyback. He's currently dead. Warrington trying to put him to sleep. He's going to start auto-attacking the Ancients once again. Rowan's find a double kill. Warrington will die. Eternal Triangle will find a triple kill. He's going for the 4th kill. Will he find Nepti? Nepti does blink that. He's stuck in the thing. Accidentally auto-attack. The arrow will miss once again, but it's kind of expected. He finds a 4th kill, and that's a team wipe. They go for the TP, they're going mid, the carries, they've decided this is enough, they're moving forward, they're going for the ranks, they go for the T4 test, there's no buyback on the side of Yellow Solo mid, they're down for 80, they're down for 60, they're down for every amount of seconds over a minute you could possibly imagine. This could be game from InVidious eSports. We have Eternal Triangle, he's pushing, he's going through the back door, protecting the glitch has been popped. I don't think the glitch would have been rushed yet, they should have saved it for the Tier 4 test. They don't give a shit, they're moving, they're going to win this game, they're moving to the Tier 4 test. Eternal Triangle, Meepo Picker, the double rapier combo, they will win this game. InVidious eSports come back from the middle of bloody nowhere and they will win it. Yellow Solomon will be going home with their head in between their legs. InVidious eSports played such a defensive game in their base and they take the win. My god. Yellow Solomon, however, they did have their opportunities, but they played too aggressively. They just kept making the crucial mistakes. That one mistake down at bottom lane at about the 30 or 40 minute mark where that Naga Siren popped her sleep, that in the end created a snowball effect. Not a snowball effect where InVidious just rolled over the top, but a snowball effect where they could not get into the base. Every time they did, they just got absolutely slaughtered. So, InVidious, great defensive players, able to keep back in it. I have been Dota Yoshi. This was a replay cast. I thank you for all for watching me. If you enjoyed my casting, do follow me on YouTube. It does mean a lot to me. And I am on Twitter if you do want to listen to me there. And for all of you that do not know, I will be co-casting in the Defense of the Australians, the first Australian tournament coming to Dota TV. So head there, support the tournament if you like. The stream will be live on my co-caster's channel, which is twitch.tv Xelareth, which you all should know since I do co-cast with him a lot. If you don't know him by now, get off my channel. Now kidding. But once again, thank you all for watching. It was a very fun game to watch. Have a good one.